We're live. Hello and welcome, guys. It's Leon Street from businessownerelevation.com. It is Wednesday, and so therefore it is Whiteboard Wednesday, although we haven't got the whiteboard today. Why? Because we're streaming live from my house, and we got the flip charts, and we got Adam sat right there, taking control of business. Anyway, got another exciting live to get into, another exciting training. And today's got a bit of a story. It's got a Hollywood twist. Intrigue. And I want to kind of break down the whole point of today's live. So the headline is how to sell your coaching, service or program before it's ready. And you're like, surely I can sell it before it's ready. Is that possible? Of course it's freaking possible. That's why I'm doing this training, guys. Come on, catch up. Anyway, I'm joking with you. So I want to tell you a Hollywood story purely because it's going to give you a bit of excitement. Hopefully it'll break down some paradigms and it will get you to understand how to sell your coaching service or program before it's ready, or even before you're ready, more importantly, which is the key thing. So if you have any questions throughout today's live, please post your comments below this video. I will come to the comments or questions that you raise as we're going through this. If you want me to answer anything as we're going through this, it's no holds barred. I'll come there and I'll get you in a headlock, everything. Only joking, guys. Anything you want to put down, just make sure you comment below. If you're watching this on replay, you can also comment and I will come back to this video. Check out what you put, and if it's anything that you're finding a blockage with, I will, do my best to help you solve it and make you the next, or take you to the next level even. So what am I talking about? Hollywood story. Well, this goes back to a time where we're probably talking around the 50s to the 60s, guys. And this comes from the story of Frank Abagnale. You're thinking, well, who the heck is Frank Abagnale? Well, actually, he was a person in real life that, if I can spell, actually, I just realized I've just missed something here. There, right, quick fix to my own writing. Leonardo DiCaprio. So Frank Abagnale was a real life person, from America. He was known as a fraudster, unfortunately, but he had some really amazing gifts. And the gifts are what I want to translate to how you can sell your service or program before things are ready. I'm not really pushing, and this is a disclaimer, I'm not telling you to be fraudulent in any way. So stay with me on this, guys. There is a real great meaning behind what I'm going to take you through that will help you to move to the next level and help you to make the breakthroughs that you need. Because quite often, every week, I have people reaching out to me, like today, just before we started, somebody messaged me saying, Leon, could you give me some advice on my program or service, or I'm about to launch this, can you let me know what you think about it? Now, that's okay when people ask for free advice every now and again. But there's only so much free advice that I can give, which is why I do these trainings, because this is where I can give you more value. But please also understand, guys, I only have so much time in the day, and I put all my attention when I'm in business into my paid clients. So just bear that in mind. So Hollywood, Frank Abagnale, Leonardo DiCaprio even. He basically starred in a film called Catch Me If You Can. And the reason why this became a Hollywood blockbuster is because it was an amazing story. This was a real life human being, Frank Abagnale, who from the age of 16 became a pilot, progressed into being a college lecturer, progressed into being a physician, i.e., a doctor, surgeon, and progressed into being an attorney/lawyer. And you're like, come on, Leon, don't BS me, don't bullshit me. I'm telling you the truth. So a 16-year-old kid, he accomplished many things, and I've got a couple of notes here. Apparently, as a pilot, he flew 1 million plus miles, he was involved with, and that was based off of 250 plus flights. Frank Abagnale. Now, why am I telling you this? At the time when he became a pilot, he was 16 to 18. And here's the interesting fact, guys. He became a pilot not because he qualified, not because he went to flight school, not because he went to, I don't know, the Air Force in America, not because he had a certificate, not because he went and did an exam. He did it because he actually committed fraud and said that he was a pilot. He got dressed up, got on a plane, started to study the pilots as a co-pilot, blagged his way into the opportunity, and eventually became a pilot himself. Now, what am I getting to? This guy was 16 years old. He didn't wait until he got the certificate, the training, all these other things before he said, look, I can fly. He jumped into an opportunity, which reminds me of a quote by Richard Branson, which is, if an opportunity comes along, just say yes. Yeah. And you guys can re-quote that if you've got the correct quote, because I can't remember it all off the top of my head. But the point is that he jumped in feet first into probably one of the biggest areas that most people would say, how could I risk people's lives? Because that's a reality of this, you know. I believe he didn't get straight into being a pilot. He was actually a co-pilot and learned the craft as he was, you know, doing whatever he's doing fraudulently. But here's the other thing. He also became a college lecturer. He didn't go to university. He didn't get a degree. He didn't get a master's. He didn't get a PhD. He didn't get a teaching qualification. You know what he did? He read the textbooks that they were learning from and was always one chapter ahead. So all he ever had to do was learn one chapter of whatever he was going to teach so that he was ahead. And he wasn't found out. One step ahead, no degrees, no qualifications, none of that stuff. And you're thinking, surely. So the next one, physician. Yeah, actually helping people medically. Now, I don't know much about this, and as I said to you guys, I don't condone this behavior, but there is a real big meaning behind why I'm telling you about this. And finally, he represented people in a court of law as an attorney, defending people, and he did so successfully on some cases, I believe. I don't know the ins and outs. So if you're interested in watching the film, by the way, it was called Catch Me If You Can. But what's my point? This was a 16-year-old lad. He didn't have any qualifications. He didn't have anybody say, here is the stamp of approval, you can go do this now. He jumped in feet first. So here's the point. If you're a coach or consultant and you've been going back and forth debating, is my program ready or isn't it ready? I can't sell it until I've recorded these videos in my course, or I can't sell it until I've outlined the program or outlined the details of what I'm going to deliver and blah, 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 blah. This lad went out and did some of the most amazing things that most people want as a career, and he did it from the age of 16. So my point to you guys is that you do not have to wait for the certificate. You do not have to wait for approval for somebody else. What you have to do is get out to people and have, just like what I explained on a previous live I did about 10 minutes ago to our paid clients in our other Facebook group, the Mavericks Mastermind, was this. Conversations. And that's the key, guys. You've got to have conversations. Conversations with the people you want to sell to. You don't want to get lost in the details of let me create this program, never actually speaking to people, never actually finding out whether or not what you're preparing or creating as a service or program, whether they want it. Never mind if they need it, it's whether they want it. Because a lot of things that people need, in reality, there's only a few. You need water, you need food, you need a roof over your head, and you need a bed to sleep in. Yeah, and that could be debated as well. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are homeless and sleep on a piece of cardboard. But you get my point, guys. There are very few needs in this life. Everything else is therefore a want. So, in order for you to sell a service or program, all you need to get into is conversations with your niche to find out what they want. Do not obsess with having everything perfect. And I've said this many times. I've said this in talks as well at events. Like, there's so many people who obsess over their logo. Have I got the right colors? Have I got the right logo? If people see my logo, will they buy from me? If people see the logo and they're not happy with it, they'll probably think that we're no good either, and therefore they won't buy. And so people get obsessed over the minutiae, the micro, and in the grand scheme of things, people couldn't give a shit. Like, truly. All people want to know is, I have a problem. Can you fix my problem? They have no concern for, wow, your logo looks amazing. You're the company I want to work with. It doesn't work like that, guys. It's conversations. And that's the thing with Frank Abagnale, aka Leonardo DiCaprio in this particular film. He wasn't waiting for approval. He got into conversations, yes, fraudulently. But look, pilot, college lecturer, physician, attorney, he didn't wait. Look at all those people who put off success because, oh, I'll do it when I get this certificate. I'll do it when this happens. I'll do it, blah, blah, blah. And as a business owner, and especially as a coach or a consultant, you've just got to push through. If you want to take your business to the next level, don't feel like everything must be driven through like waiting for somebody else. Because if you're waiting for somebody else, you're at the mercy of the market. You're at the mercy of other people. You're not creating your, plan, your mission, your goals, your life. And that's the basic point that I want to get across. Now, what I'd probably like to ask is, what's your experience, guys? Are there instances where you think, actually, I've held back because I haven't got this, or I've held back because I've looked at my competition and I'm not as good as them, or I don't have as many clients as my competition, or I don't offer this as, my competition do, and therefore I hold back and I don't actually go out and just go sell the damn thing? Yeah, I don't get into conversations which will lead me to a sales call, sales conversations, sales opportunity. And that's the thing. I mean, I'm a lead generation coach, but the thing is, unless I take those leads to conversations or get them to a checkout page or a sales page, there's no sale. And I'm forever lost in just getting leads and in my own head. So the advice I'm giving you guys is that get into real conversations, whether you're messaging people and then move people from a message like instant messenger, Facebook message, Instagram message, LinkedIn messages, Twitter messages, move people to real calls, especially if you're a coach, because you're probably going to have a program or service that retails, something like $2,000 or pounds plus. And the only way you're going to sell that is in conversations. People aren't just going to buy, your stuff without really getting to know you. If you're selling something like under $1,000 or pounds, yes, you have an opportunity if you're speaking the right things to your niche. Yeah. If you're not obsessing over what should be in the course, be on, the sales page, and you're just doing it. So my advice, guys, if you want to sell more of your services and programs before it's ready, just go and do it. I've done it before. Yeah, I've done it where I've sold stuff, I've held people off, give them a start date, let's say 4 weeks from now. And then actually I've delayed things because I just didn't have things ready and delayed them for up to 8 weeks. But you know what? All I did was give value in between. So yes, there was more conversations, there was more calls. I was still giving value until the program was ready that I'd promised them. So my advice, guys, is go and do it. If you got any questions, if you got any comments as you're watching this back, just let me know. I will come back to all of your comments, check things over, see if there's any answers that I can give you if you're finding blocks with just getting out of your own way. Have you got any comments, by the way, Adam? Just wanted to check. Okay, cool. So it's Leon Street from businessownerelevation.com, the lead generation coach. If you're stuck with marketing in your coaching or consulting business, please reach out to me, message me. If you want to book in a call because you have a problem that you want to resolve now with your lead gen and marketing, go to www.businessownerelevation.com/EBC. Yeah, book yourself in for a call. There's a few time slots available, and I'd love to help you get to the next level. Even when your program or service isn't ready, I can help you get selling, attract leads in, and take you from where you are to that next level. If you've enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, give me some likes on Facebook, and I'll catch you on next week's edition of Whiteboard Wednesday. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.